talking about?
What's up, True Feelings family? I know what you're saying, like the heifer done did it again. No, I went on a little vacay, and my recommendation to anybody going on vacation, don't be telling people you're going on vacation before you go on vacation so they know your ass ain't home, because people steal. And that brings it to this Facebook post that I saw with Josh leaving the show. So I said, well, let me go ahead and read this because I was about to post something when I came back. I said, let me read what's going on with Josh leaving the show. Because at first I'm going to say, before we even go into any of this and before I give my opinions once we read it, I'm going to say allegedly. I don't know if this stuff is true. We got the AI, you got people just making up stuff. So I don't know. But what I'm reading sounds like, it could be true. So we just going to go over it. You tell me what you guys think is real or not in this little article that I'm about to read from Facebook. And I think the person who wrote it, as I go through it, I think it was Daily Mail or something. But we're going to get into this little article. Let me get my glasses. You know my back ass can't see. So yeah, just confirmed. This is from Daily News. Don't know who that is. I don't really go there. So Josh done with shows reveals dark secret with Mama June. Now, like again, I said, I don't know how real this is, if it's AI, if it's people just making up stuff. I don't know. So everything's going to be allegedly. So we're going to start off with that. So Mama June star Josh has stepped away from the limelight since his split from Lauren Shyann. Pumpkin. The latest season features Lauren's new relationship with Josh's cousin, Darren Kitchens. Josh still took part in season 8. However, it was recently confirmed that he's done with the show, and some fans speculate that June and Lauren might take advantage of it. Now let me just say this. First of all, Josh shouldn't let nobody take his coin or his bag. No, I wouldn't let them run me out of that big check. I just wouldn't let them do it. I would have my little new baby mama on the damn show and ask them to give me a little bit more money, plus pay her, because I'm sure they paying broke ass, and I'm gonna call him broke ass. You'll figure out why I'm calling him that when I do the next episode, little mullet man. Okay, so I wouldn't let them take my bag and quit the show for shit. Now, again, I don't know if this is AI or not, but I have to say, if this is the new baby mama, she is gorgeous. Get on the show, make your money. Pumpkin got her man on the show, making his money, I think. To read, Josh wiped out his social media page following his split with Lauren. Fortunately, his new girlfriend, Brianna, has shared new photos with him. Since then, many are curious about Josh's future on the show. Lauren has also made some major transitions behind the camera. One of them is becoming, a little fangirl. Previously stated that she and Josh both changed, resulting in her decision to part ways. Now it goes on to read, some Mama June fans on social media react to an interaction between Brianna and a fan who was asking about Josh's future on the show, allegedly. According to Brianna, WeTV may need to pay Josh $1 million to get him back on the show, allegedly, which basically confirms that he's done filming. Many fans agree on Josh's decision to quit filming. Some feel bad about what he had to go through on the show. But it seems, where am I at, y'all? But it seems his absence will be used in June. I guess this coming up June. June revealed that episode 10 will not be good for Josh. Don't know what it means by that. This led to speculation that his dark secrets may be exposed now that he's no longer part of the show. Now, y'all, again, for this next part, allegedly, because what it's saying, we're going to find all this out on episode 10. So I don't come out looking like a fool in case all these was lies and they just putting up shit up here just so we can keep their names in their mouth. We're going to say allegedly, okay? So allegedly, June said on a live, episode 10 is not going to be a good one for Josh. He's going to tell all about his past. She alluded to him using at the same time she was. So she's saying, well, maybe he now want to bow out because he knows that his name may get dragged through the mud soon. I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't think that Josh was using crack. I can't even believe any of it because we've been watching the show and Josh was always with them dang kids. So you tell me when he had time to use crack the same time you was using crack, June, because it looked like he was trying to get custody of your child. So I'm just saying all this is allegedly and all could be lies, but it still makes from an interest for some interesting reading. Anyhow, all right, y'all, then it gets better. So, and again, allegedly. Of course, they will show Josh used drugs, but bet they will hide the fact that Pumpkin was too. And that Alana only met Dre because he was the dealer. If he was smart, he would threaten sure destruction if production wants to throw him under the bus to salvage their reputation of the Shannons that they have created for their little shop. Then he should air all of their dirty laundry and blow everything up. Now, if this is true or a lie, why you bringing Dre and Lil Alana in? Why you gotta spill everybody's tea? Why can't you just tell on one person if it's the truth? And if it's a lie, why can't you keep it to the one person and not drag poor little Alana and Dre into the shit? Well, y'all tell me how you feel about that. I was going to go into a little separate video of the previous week of Mama June since I missed that, but we're just going to jump right into it, okay? We're not going to go in order, y'all. We're just going to talk about Mullet Head for a minute. When he was at the water park with the kids, just relaxing like he do. I don't know, like when he worked, if it was a Saturday, if it was a weekday. Don't know. But then we find out a little more about Mullet Head. And remember I told you, I said he just looked like he just coming along for a ride and he in it just to be seen and be on the show and make a little coin off of Pumpkin. What is it that he's doing for a living? Where he work? What he got going on, right? Seeing that he was driving that little last bucket with no damn material at the top. So out of his mouth, which kind of confirms how I was feeling or what I was thinking, he said before he got hooked up with Pumpkin, he was for the streets. He was running the streets. Didn't have a prospect or a plan. He said that out his damn mouth. And then he got a hold of Pumpkin. He got a hold of some money. That's how I'm looking at this shit. Like I said, and I'm going to keep saying it. Don't no man want they woman on fans showing their ass doing anything. It's for his viewing and no one else. Still said, and I'm going to keep saying it. I think that boy is here for a come up. We shall see. We shall see if I'm right or wrong. So then they had to show us, like, you know what, WeTV, we did not have to see June get naked for the cameras. And why can't they buy some they got nice, sexy, big lace panties. They keep wearing these period panties. Like, we didn't have to see none of that. I'm say this. I feel like there's something wrong with Justin. Justin seemed like a little more thinner than usual. So I hope that man is okay. He just don't look well to me. I'm just saying. And I hate the way she treat him. She treat him like a damn slave. That's all she do. She treat him like a slave. She don't give him a voice. She don't let him do shit as a man should do. Like I said, he is her driving Miss Daisy, cleaning up her house, cleaning up behind her, grocery shopping. He got to be around with all her foolishness. Like, he got to be there for all of that because she need a driver. I ain't going to talk about her eyes and shit, but she need a damn driver. But her sitting up there with that nakedness and her titties all out and the cameraman, just don't see how somebody could be so comfortable. And maybe it's just me. But bless their heart, you see the two cameramen back there. She all naked. So we already know they ain't gonna do the nasty in front of the cameraman. So it's just like, okay, this was just for razzle dazzle. We all know that part was for razzle dazzle. Because they wasn't gonna get it busy with the two cameramen sitting back there. I'm going to say this, a picture is worth 1,000 words. I'm convinced that when June is coming up with these little segments in her little episodes, he don't be knowing. That's why he be looking a little shocked, a little surprised. Let's go over to Shyann, the dinner with Shyann and Jess and Mama June and little slave ass Justin. Hate to say it, but that's what it is, little slave ass Justin. So they're having this conversation because, of course, Shyann think that June don't like her, so they're going back and forth with this conversation, which I thought was a civil conversation. Wasn't nobody talking over each other. Wasn't none of that coming out. But June be doing too much. But I could see Jess being pissed off. I'm sorry. I could see Shyann being pissed off that Jess just sat there and didn't say anything. But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, there was really nothing for her to say. The only thing to me Jess could have said is, Mama, I keep telling you, and I've told you before, come around because I don't want to come around because you're full of shit. You always own some shit. That's why. Like I said, I didn't see too much of disrespect. She said how she felt, and Shyann said how she felt. Period. Shyann wanted her to jump in just a little bit more. But again, I said, what was she supposed to say besides what I just told you? So now at this point, Shyann, it's like I'm not staying at your mama's house anymore. I'd rather go sleep on my mama's couch than deal with Mama June's and her bullshit because she on some bullshit. She don't like me. And so Jess is like, well, if she didn't like you, wouldn't be here. I don't care. Because if a person make you feel uncomfortable, then why would you want to be there? So she basically said, whether we get married or not, kind of threatened her. I'm not going to be putting up with this shit. So either I'm going with you or without you. I'm going. Now, if it is true and Josh want to leave the show, I can totally understand it. Could you imagine going to pick up your kids? Because this is after he met with Lana. We'll use that as last. Going to pick up your kids, looking at your kids sitting at the table that you used to sit at, coloring with your kids and your ex-wife doing all that you used to do. That's got to be hard to walk in every day. So I agree with Pumpkin. You need to start using the doorbell because you don't live here no more. Like, I do that so you don't walk into some shit that's really gonna hurt your feelings. So that's the only reason I'm saying that. But I think Josh is seriously on some grown man shit. Seeing his kids, he said he ain't got no... Seeing his kids make him fall back and look at the big picture. I can't do shit about this, so let me just love on my kids because my kids is loving on me. And that's what it's all about because he can't do nothing about that damn situation. So I just like Josh because Josh is always on some grown man shit. He went up there and met with Lana and everything and aired that out, did his apologies, went to her little function. So they got it back together again. So like I said, I like Josh. Josh is a stand-up dude. And like I said, if what I read was true, I hope he don't leave the show. He's an addition to the show, and he's such a great dad. Bring your new woman and your new baby on that damn show. But like I said, for that shit that I read on Facebook, I don't know if that's real or not. They said he in the hospital with cancer. Then they got him having a second baby. I don't know. There's a whole lot on that internet. But anyway, that's it. That's all, y'all. I'll see you with Friday's episode. I'm gonna do this shit tomorrow. I don't give a shit how tired, but I'll see you with last Friday's episode tomorrow. Don't be an asshole, y'all. Bye.